gentlemen, and welcome to some Sparkball! I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing pretty well myself, and today we're gonna be commentating a game that I did not commentate live because I do sometimes want to focus on the game. But today we're gonna be playing Kana with Anna, Hammond, and Janitor on our team. The enemy team is Hotbuzz, Inksy, Vexa, and Zeke. Here at the very beginning, we're putting some good pressure on the enemy team, barely, letting Zeke get away. He barely lived, but we do have control of the ball. We're gonna do put some good pressure on the enemy team on the tower, and here I'm gonna try a little shot, but I'm gonna do something a little risky. I'm gonna get in tower range, and I do manage to get the goal on the tower, but I do lose my life for it. This being said, the team is doing some good work, getting some kills too, and we did do a little bit of damage to the tower, which is putting us in a pretty good position now. We have a good advantage on the enemy team. Zeke is going to be aggressive, going into tower range. I don't mind at all, and I'm going to follow, but since he was a little bit further than I thought, I'm going to go on Vexa here. Now, I do the same mistake and go into tower range, and that deals a lot more damage than I was expecting, so I'm going to go back for a moment, recall, get my health back, and jump back in with full health. As I do, the friendly team is doing some good work keeping control of the middle, but we do let the enemy team go to the bottom here almost uncontested. That's going to put them in a position to score, and we do let them score here, and I'm going to try to deal some damage to Vexa, try to punish her for that. We do manage to pick up some kills, which puts us in a bit of a better position to go back on the offensive. Now I try to pass to Hammond, hoping he can do something. Unfortunately, he does go into tower range and die, and his shot was intercepted by Hammond. Not the greatest of way this could have gone. Here I barely escape, but I do think Zeke took more damage than I did in that exchange. Here's the big mistake I do though. I tried to recall while tower is disabled. I shouldn't have done that. Should have gone to the little well where you can gain some health just near the battlefield, because recalling there was very risky, and I got punished for it. So, you know, I deserve that. Here we are lagging behind a little bit because our tower is down, but thanks to our good control of the middle area, we do manage to take down the tower with the cannon, and we will get the first hit on the enemy team's barrier. 33% damage, not bad at all. That puts us in a pretty good position where their tower is pretty damaged, I will say. Pretty well started on that. Here I'm doing that's a mistake. I should have gone for the goal directly. I don't think the distraction of Zeke is really worth my time, which does give some time to the enemy team to be 3v2 here defending, but coming back here, I do manage to pick up a kill, and we do turn it around a little bit. Here I'm gonna just peel for Janitor, make sure he stays alive. We don't want to lose people in that exchange, and I'm gonna go for Hotbuzz here. He is pretty defenseless now that he used his abilities. I'm gonna keep control of the cannon, get the kill, and that puts us in a strong position to go on the offensive. So Zeke has the ball, we're gonna go on him. He does manage to get a good pass. Inksy is going pretty fast with her teleportation. Hammond gets in the way just at the right moment to stop that goal that Inksy was going for. And here we're gonna have a little duel with Zeke. Now I'm losing that, so I try to get away. I recall here and try to call the Sashimi Changa. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late, but Anna was in a position to kill Zeke. So it's a fair trade here, not too bad. And we have the ball in the enemy team's territory, so I'm alright with a distraction of one of their member during that time. We don't manage to get a score just yet, but I'm gonna try to put myself in a position where we can. And actually, Kana is much faster than I, takes the teleport and goes to the bottom where there's a straight line to the goal and manages to secure the first round for the friendly team. That puts us 1-0 on this game. Pretty good start. And now we have to see if we can manage to keep it up. For this second round, I don't think there was an augment. I didn't see if there was one selected. I didn't vote for one, but I'm not sure if there is one that was selected. Anyway, we're gonna jump into that second round right now. And we'll try to keep the pressure on, like we did in the first. Now the enemy team is a bit more aggressive on the middle, on the beginning of this. I do manage to avoid a lot of damage from Vexa here. I went into tower range thinking I could get a goal. Unfortunately, the enemy team did manage to get in front of me before I could do that, but Hammond does manage to salvage this play by getting the ball and managing to disable the tower. Now that I'm back, I'm gonna go to the middle, try to get some kills off some enemies that are overextended here. I don't know where Zeke is gonna go next. He's near oh my god, I was a little bit too slow on that, and he did manage to get out of range of my skillet. Unfortunately here I can't help Janitor escape, which is not super good for us at the moment. The enemy team has the ball and they are going to be able to put some pressure on our tower. Hammond does manage to intercept it, which is very good for us. It's going to give us a little bit of time to breathe. Here I don't have a lot of health, so I don't want to go too hard on the offensive, and I'm gonna back as soon as Inxi starts dealing damage to me, but I do manage to stop that goal before it is too late. With that save, I'm gonna take a moment, I'm gonna try to recall. I don't have a lot I can do with so little health. I did learn my lesson though and did not try to recall while the tower was disabled. If the enemy team deals damage to our tower, that's fine. They deserve it, they had a good play, but we're gonna punish them for overextending, and we take down the Vexa. Hammond is gonna deal some good damage to Inxi, and I'm gonna try to finish Zeke here with the help of my team. Unfortunately, I don't manage to finish the job, but Hammond does, which is pretty good. I'm gonna recall, I'm still low on health, I'm gonna grab an item for that, and I'm gonna jump back in. And let's see what we can do here. We do have control of the ball, and we tried to get to the top with the teleport and get a goal like that. Unfortunately, I do think Janitor, was taken down here. I'm gonna get a fast goal, just threading the needle between Inxi and Zeke here, and I'm gonna try now to just delay as much as possible, so the enemy team cannot be too fast on the offensive. Jenny is going to be good with the jukes here to buy a little bit of time once again, but unfortunately here the enemy team is going to take down our tower, which puts us on pretty much equal ground. Hammond in a good place to grab the ball is going to do that right away, and we are on the offensive. Unfortunately, a bit of a premature throw from Hammond is going to let the enemy team gain control of the ball, but we are in a pretty good position to stop them either way. I'm going to try to chase Hot Paws. Unfortunately, Zeke on my tail is going to deal enough damage to take me down. In the meantime, the enemy team is 4v3 on our goal. It's not a very good position for us. I do see some of our members getting pretty low on health, and the enemy team is starting to get shots on our barrier. I'm gonna try to deal a lot of damage as much as I can to the enemy team. Unfortunately here, Hotboss is a beast. Oh, and here I miss my spacebar. I'm a little bit too early, and I let Hotboss score here. Unfortunately, did not time that super well. That puts us on equal round, 1-1. The next round is gonna determine the match. So yeah, at that moment I do remember I was feeling pretty pumped. It was a super good game. Probably one of the best games I played during the whole Next Fest event, which says a lot. I had a lot of good games, but this one really was super fun. A big shout out to everyone in that game. It was really fun to play. And with that, we're gonna jump into the third and final round of Sparkball. Let's see what we can do here. We're a little bit more timid, a little bit more shy on the beginning of the round. We know that whatever happens here is going to determine the match, so we can just rush in too fast. Here I am going to try to deal damage to Vexa, but I do realize I don't have a lot of health, and I'm going to once again get out with very little health. Now I don't know if I'm playing Kana right or wrong for that, but I do realize that I did get out of the fights with very little health. So maybe I'm really good at timing my escapes, or maybe I'm taking too much damage. I don't know. But with that, I'm going to try to get a sneaky score in, and Inxi is going to teleport to stop me just at the nick of time, but we're going to be able to punish her for that. Here I'm trading with Zeke. Unfortunately, I am not super good at that, and he does take me down. I do realize that Zeke has been pretty much better in every duel we've had in this game, and I think that's mostly because I'm not super used to Kana. I think Kana is a little bit stronger right now in the meta, and I should have been able to win those duels, but yeah, I don't play a lot of Kana right now, so I think that allowed Zeke to get those kills against me. Fortunately here I was out of my spacebar. I really would have needed it. Here at the top of the screen we do see Hotboss trying to get a sneaky self pass, but that allows Inxi to teleport in and get control of the ball, so that's on him. And with that we did destroy the enemy team's tower. Now, with that much health, I do believe I can take down Zeke, which I do. So we're gonna go on the offensive. Genitor is in a good position to pass to me. I'm gonna throw that in the barrier right away and gonna try to put myself in a position to grab the ball quickly. Unfortunately, someone was in front of me. I'm not quite sure if it was Hotboss or someone else, and I cannot get a second goal in the barrier, but we do manage to take the barrier down with the diamond, and with that we put pressure on the enemy team. If we score here, it is over. The enemy team knows that and does get a good save on that throw that we did. I think that was Anna. Pretty good angle, but not quite quick enough to get in the goal, but we keep the pressure on. We are still in the enemy team's territory and dealing damage, putting pressure with the ball. Here I do take a little bit more damage than I should have. I'm gonna go back to get health from the vending machine, and right now it looks like we have a pretty good the way is pretty open for us to score. We did manage to destroy the barrier, and we keep pressure on, not quite able to find the angle that's going to allow us to get the score. Here I do find Inxi in the middle of the map, but my team manages to score during that time, and the game goes to the friendly team. GG, that was really fun, really well played. I hope you enjoyed it. And on that note, stay up T, and I'll see you next time.